Hello everyone. It is currently 9 p.m. right now. I am sitting in the garage listening to the rain. And recently I've noticed that I have slowed down significantly in terms of how much pages I've been reading. And so today I thought I would just talk about reading every day and what it means. So I got into reading because of I was writing my fantasy novels, which came from my world building on my main channel, and I'll link that in the description. But I set myself up today a goal, and that goal was 500 words written a day, which I haven't gotten to that yet. I don't think I will tonight. 40 pages read, getting some exercise so I can lose some of my weight. And I gotta remember, and making a video as well. And I do want to read tonight. I do plan on reading, I have to read tonight if I want to go to bed. It's kind of like one of the things I have to do now is read before I go to bed. But I thought, I haven't made a video in a few days, so I was going to make a video out in the woods, and I wanted to talk about Lord of the Rings book. If it'll be better tomorrow, I'll make a video on the Lord of the Rings book. The Two Towers, specifically. But I wanted to talk about just kind of reading every day. But specifically, the days in which you don't read as much or at all as you should. Now, I set up a goal for myself, which was, reading 40 pages a day, For me, that's fairly achievable, but at the same time, I have a difficult time. Well, I don't really have a difficult time reading, actually. It's just, I'm very distracted, and I'm very distracted by YouTube in particular. So, I'm not even that distracted by doom scrolling anymore. I do it from time to time, and I hate it. And I'm working on that, definitely. But a lot of the YouTube that I waste my time on is short video, not shorts, but shorter videos that I have already watched that I rewatch. So here's a little funny story that my mother tells me, is that apparently when I was a child, I would watch movies. In this case, The Incredibles. And with The Incredibles, I would, when I watched the movie, I would go to the end credits, and then I would just watch the credits over and over and over again. I believe I also did the same thing with certain movies, like The Bugs, something like that. It was like this 2000s bug cartoon. It was about ants. You had that big, mean grasshopper villains. And you had sort of like that circus crew and stuff. So, I'm not sure what that's called. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. We don't have those VHS tapes anymore. The VHS, we gave it to my grandfather. And so if I ever wanted to watch it, I could always go over there at some point, but not right now. But the reason I thought I would tell this little story is because when it comes to YouTube videos, I still do that. What I do is I watch a video. It doesn't matter if it's a good or a bad video. I watch a lot of motivational stuff about reading, and some historical stuff. That's mainly what I watch. And a lot of it's good content, a lot of it's good videos. But at the same time, I rewatch a lot of that stuff. And for some reason, like, I sometimes have a difficult time getting into, like, newer stuff at points. And so I rewatch the same YouTube videos again and again and again. You know, what I used to do with fucking The Incredibles and the Bug movie. I think it was The Bugs or something like that. I don't know. If I remember the name, I'll put it in the description, whatever. But now, how does this tie back into reading? Well, today I was completely distracted and I did not read the Two Towers book as I should have today. And, but I did read it yesterday. And I did read about 10 pages. And I know I set myself a goal for 40 pages. And that is something that starting tomorrow I'm going to really get myself to do. But when I read those 10 pages yesterday, we went to in a local village. I went to some sort of event that was going on, and we were in a restaurant. And I brought a book with me, and I thought that was really cool. But today I didn't read at all, and I wasn't even going to some sort of event. Hell, even yesterday, you wanna know what I did? I spent most of the day listening to YouTube videos, listening to the same channel, listening to the same stuff, basically. And this YouTuber, I'm not gonna mention him, I like him, but I have this tendency to binge watch channels, and then I will just abandon the channel and move on to something else. And that's been something that I've really been wanting to change. So, if you're struggling with reading every day or reading up to your level, just know that you're not alone, because we all have days in which we miss our deadlines for, let's say, reading, for example. We miss deadline. You know, it's always very disappointing when you miss a deadline, but I've had to come to learn that you shouldn't compensate when you miss deadlines. So tomorrow I will hop back up, get all my goals done, read 40 pages, write the 500 words, and get myself back into that consistency. Tomorrow, if it's nicer out, I will put my word. I will talk about the Two Towers book. And I'm also thinking about, back on my main channel, doing a video on something called the Nirakunin Empire, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that. But I've been recording for about almost 9 minutes, and I think I'm going to end this little talk here. You know, I just haven't been reading as much as I should be reading, and I'm disappointed in myself for not doing it, but I'm not going to hurt myself because I missed deadlines and stuff. I will just do better tomorrow. So if this helped in any way, I don't know if it will. This is just me talking for however long this is going to be. Thank you for coming by and listening for a few minutes. I really greatly appreciate that. Have a good day or night, and I'll see you all another time.